In a bustling little bakery nestled in the heart of a lively town lived a crew of animated characters. Day in and day out, they worked with flowery hands and cheerful hearts, baking the most delicious bread you could ever imagine. Their goal was simple: make amazing bread, see happy customers, and earn a living. The bakery was their whole world, a place of warmth, laughter, and the comforting smell of fresh dough. Among them was one particularly spirited character. Let's call him Doughboy. He had a special knack for needing a creative flair for decorating and a smile that could brighten anyone's day. He poured his heart and soul into every loaf, every croissant, every pastry. The customers loved him, and the cash register sang a happy tune whenever he was around. He believed in the bakery, in his friends, and in the magic of their shared work. But one day, the familiar, warm aroma of the bakery turned cold. A shadow of jealousy and baseless hatred had crept into the heart of the management. Despite Doughboy's hard work, his dedication, and the success he brought, he was suddenly called into the office. The words were sharp and unjust, cutting deeper than any bread knife. "You're fired," they said. No real reason was given, just cold, hard dismissal fueled by a dislike that made no sense. Heartbroken and confused, Doughboy packed his small bag, leaving behind the only home he'd ever known. The world outside the bakery seemed vast and frightening. He wandered the streets, his spirit crushed, wondering what he had done wrong. Tears mixed with the lingering flour on his cheeks. He felt lost, abandoned, and utterly alone. In that moment of despair, he looked up at the sky and whispered a silent prayer, not for revenge, but for strength and a new beginning. He just wanted a chance to do what he loved again. His prayers were answered in the most unexpected way, as he was sitting on a park bench, feeling sorry for himself. The owner of a new, ambitious patisserie spotted him. She had heard whispers of a talented baker who had been unfairly let go. Seeing the sadness in his eyes, but also the passion still simmering within, she offered him a chance. Not just a job, but a partnership. A place where his creativity would be celebrated, not stifled. With newfound hope, Doughboy threw himself into his work. He was given a brand new kitchen, the finest ingredients, and complete creative freedom. He invented new recipes, sculpted magnificent sugar creations, and baked bread that tasted like pure happiness. His new shop, Doughboy's Delights, quickly became the talk of the town. People lined up for blocks, eager to taste his creations and experience the joy that radiated from his new workplace. He was more successful, more fulfilled, and happier than he had ever been. He had found not just a new job, but a new family that valued him for who he was. Meanwhile, back at the old bakery, things were falling apart. Without Doughboy's magic touch, the bread was bland, the pastries were dull, and the cheerful atmosphere had vanished. Customers stopped coming, and the once singing cash register fell silent. The management watched in horror as their profits plummeted and their reputation crumbled. They saw the roaring success of Doughboy's new venture and were consumed by regret. Their act of hatred had not only destroyed a loyal employee's life temporarily, but it had also led to their own downfall. They had lost a treasure and were left with nothing but the bitter taste of their own foolishness. This story reminds us that sometimes what seems like the end is actually the beginning of something far greater. Never lose hope. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you next time.